Right, guys. I just want to talk about this card for a moment. It's coming up for everyone. I think it's going to be a recurring theme. I haven't recorded the outro yet, so maybe I'll talk about this. We'll see. We'll see who else it comes up for, but it's the worst is over. I want to say that, the worst is over with the Ten of Swords. It's already happened. We're not kind of coming in on the scene where they're just standing around getting ready to stab her. It's happened. So don't worry. So let's have a look. We have, and it's weird because it keeps coming up after a really positive energy. So, and it's on its own, isolated. Maybe this week's just like that, just throwing everyone. But we have the Eight of Swords as the underlying energy. And, this is our thoughts keeping us trapped. Now, I get it, guys. If this is what you're experiencing and someone's trying to tell you, yeah, you can do this or you can have that or, trying to talk to you, this is that whole fuck off. No, I don't want this. I can't do this. This is too much. Not doing this. We've got that little voice in our head. I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm going through this. Whatever that chatter is, that's trapping you and saying, no, you have no options. There are no options here. And you might not feel like you have any options, because the Ten of Swords tells you, pull the 10 swords out, get up. It's a new day. Now, if someone actually told you to do that, you'll be, I can't do it. I just can't do this. The Eight of Swords talks about, as much as swords are our thoughts, our beliefs, our ideas, and how we communicate them, it's a card of non-communication. Think about it. It's a card of non-communication because you've got all those thoughts going in your head. And I always say the solution to the Eight of Swords is to speak it. And your reading is saying exactly the same thing because we have the Eight of Wands coming in. Guys, there's opportunities coming out. I'm going to say this to you. And hey, I'll go kick the universe on your behalf if you want. That's cool. But it's almost as if when you're feeling quite shitty and down this week, like, maybe you're in the aftermath of something, you're dealing with it. And it's like opportunities coming now. You're devastated. Your pet cat just died or something. And you get the job offer of your life. And, it's that kind of energy. That's what it feels like. That something awful happens. And yet there's opportunities. And you don't want to talk because you've got all this kind of chatter in your head. And yet, hey, would you mind having a chat? We can have a quick chat online and doing whatever. And it's like, oh my God, do I have to? But you don't have to. But they are opportunities. Eight of Wands can be travel. It's opportunities coming in. It's communication. It's straightforward. It's good. I love the Eight of Wands as an energy. Things are picking up. Things are moving. I see it like the Chariot, because the Chariot is all about momentum and moving forward and driving forward. And that's the Eight of Wands is like that too. But it kind of feels like you're not going to be at your best when this comes in. But, you guys are Scorpio. Because we have that there. But look at the rest of this. So we have the Ten of Cups, right? As the past energy. Something that you kind of thought, oh God, you thought it was your happily ever after. Something that made you very happy. You have two tens here. Have a look at this. I know who this reading is for. If this doesn't resonate with you, then it's not for you. But this is for those people. Something has just ended. And not just maybe you're just now getting over it. But the Ten of Cups, it's in the past. The past can be last week, last month, last year. The significance is that it's affecting what's happening now. This is something that you thought was your happily ever after. This could be a family. This could be, some emotional fulfillment. You got what you wanted. A group of friends, a group of you together. You were so happy together. Really happy. But, maybe there's been an argument and maybe that's what it is. I know there's been this all energy, and I've been talking about this on Instagram, of people feeling kind of not great at this time. They're feeling vulnerable. They're uncertain about where they are. And so what they're doing is projecting that on other people. I talked about it in my outro last week as well, pointing fingers at other people. And I think there's a lot of nasty shit being said right now that people are going to regret afterwards. They will regret it. And that's what the Ten of Swords is saying to me. Everything was great. Everyone was playing happy families. And then there's always one, right, that has to go and ruin everything. And that's the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. But I don't know, Scorpio. It's kind of, because I saw that Queen of Wands. Remember I said, how's Scorpio? And then the Queen of Wands kind of showed herself to me. I think you guys are good. Like and I think Virgo got this too. No one's going to see it. No one will see it with you. You're going to you'll put on your, game face. You're going to get all dolled up and you will go deal with it. You'll go deal with it. Because we have opportunities. The Wheel of Fortune is opportunities, the Eight of Wands. And it's actually a game changer. It's actually a game changer for you. I know you're going to be told in your head, it's going to be, I can't do this. This is the wrong week for it. I can't do it. But guys, please, you know, these kind of doors, these kind of opportunities, they don't last forever. Those doors don't stay open forever. And that could be it. That's part of it, right? Trust me, when I was going through some of the worst pain in my life, just the worst pain, that's when I had all these opportunities and I had to do it. I just did it. And for me, I wasn't using it to ignore my pain, but it was a way for me to deal with my pain going through this stuff. And I came out of the other end like this, how I am now, you know, just so much more confident. I'm not afraid. There's very little that I'm afraid of now. You know, I've been through so much and I know what I'm capable of, that I can keep going. I can keep pushing. And that's you guys too. I have a Scorpio North Node. I'm saying I'm getting that from your lot's energy, I'm sure. You know, fixed signs get it done. Sorry, anyone else that's watching this. That's what makes us so stubborn, you know, because we are fixed. We're going to do it. We're going to commit to it and we're going to get it done. And this is and you know what? This doesn't even have to be something awful that's happened here. Like I said, the worst is over here. This is the point where it turns around. This is the point where this is the week, where it turns around. I'm not just saying that to sugarcoat. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that as well. I know you were happy, but it's time to go for something new. And the King of Wands is coming up to say that. You might be at rock bottom. And I think a lot of people this week are going to feel that. At some point this week, they're going to be like, this is just it. You know, there's nothing. I can't go any lower. Actually, in fact, most people don't say that because they're afraid they will go lower when they say that. But no, you guys, it's that feeling that I'm at rock bottom. But, you know, is that true? Is that real? Because you do have the 8 of Swords above it. Is that the inner saboteur saying it? But, you know, if we think it, if we feel it, it's real to us, right? It's true to us. But look what comes in here. So some of you might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But remember, the signs don't own the cards. They lend the characteristics. But I think it's you guys because of that Queen of Wands that showed up when I was shuffling. The King of Wands, love him. You know, this guy knows how to put on a show, right? It's the card for Leo in particular, fixed energy. But he knows what he wants. He's going to go for it. He's confident. He's very entrepreneurial. He comes up with new ideas. He's very dynamic, very creative. He's always coming up with new things, you know, well, let's do this, let's do that. Amazing person to talk to if that's who you're talking to. You know, he's almost muse-like in that if you're feeling like this, a short conversation with this guy is going to get you buzzing. You're going to think, oh my God, yeah, the next album that I wanted to do, or that painting that I wanted to do, or yes, I can go create this. And I know I haven't been specific, but this can be relationship, work, whatever. The thing is, at first when I saw the 10 of Swords, I've been saying, you know, who's capable of hurting us like that? It's usually people that we love, right? But it can happen at work as well. And it's come up so many times now in readings. I'm starting to think it's an energy of next week when something like that happens. Like a few weeks ago, we kept getting the 8 of Wands, right? That was in the present. I know it's there, but yeah. So, and it might be that you kind of become the King of Wands, where you are very confident. I don't know. Some of you might be doing the fake it till you make it thing. It works for you though. You guys can rock it because you've got the 8 of Wands, the King of Wands coming up here. Fiery, creative, dynamic, sexy energy, guys. And then what's the advice? The advice is the Wheel of Fortune. It's telling you these are opportunities. You know, that wheel keeps turning. You don't know when that wheel will turn again. If you've gone through bad luck, you know, it's literally, this is what it's saying. If the good times don't last, because that didn't last, it's in the past, right? The good times don't last. Why would the bad times last? That's the Wheel of Fortune, literally what it's saying in your reading. Because it keeps turning. Keeps turning. The good times don't last. Why would the bad times last? Change is the only constant that we have. And you're coming into this place of stepping into your power, of being more creative, or dealing with someone like that. But even dealing with someone like that, it gets you fired up. And there are opportunities here for whatever it is that you're trying to do, you know? It doesn't say it's the Wheel of Fortune. Fate doesn't just pick out, ooh, well, just sort your love life out, but work can suck. Do you know what I mean? It's up to you how you want to use that energy. I mean, think of creation and creative energy. Some people choose to have a baby with it. Some people choose to, you know, make music with it. Some people choose to start a business with it. You can do whatever you want with creative energy. Yeah. Well, here we go. Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. It does feel like a chance. It does feel like a chance because, like I said, you're stuck here. There could be opportunities coming in. And, oh, it's literally, like, you will feel like, seriously, now? This is happening now? Yes, it's happening now. You know when you get that call and you've been like bloody face down in a tub of Haagen-Dazs for a week and you haven't changed your pajamas or something because you're just heartbroken and oh, nothing's working. And you get that call, hey, can you be here in half an hour? The company that you've always wanted to work at. Clean it up. Okay, so clean it up. I thought such an awful way to say it as well, but clean it up. I think it's with this 10 of swords. So whatever busted, whatever happened, whatever you were left down with, because remember I said it's about pulling the 10 swords up and getting up. Because there's an energy here of, I can't do it. I can't do it, but you can. And this might be a conversation. If someone's done this to you, I know. A lot of times, if someone did this to a Scorpio, you guys are on the warpath, right? But clean it up doesn't mean get rid of the body, guys. It's more, you know, whatever it is, however it's left, you clean that up. Because I can't see you going and making amends to someone. You might want to, right? Conversation, at least clear the air. But I don't get that. I feel like this is new energy coming in. There's new opportunities coming in for you. And so you have to clean away the old crap so you can allow it in, right? That's what the death card says. That's your card. If anyone knows about that, you guys know about that. All right, let's see. It says, dear you, what is true for you? Sorry, let me say that again. Dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Yeah, guys, this is not... I know the timing sucks. That's all I can say. And hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You'll be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results, miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Love you always. And that's this. Wands are manifestation energy. It's the energy that we put out into the world, right? This could be that speaking your truth, clearing things up, cleaning it up, right? Going forward. Because the wheel is turning. That's new opportunities coming. That's fate stepping in. But we must turn fate into destiny with our own free will. So please, if you guys get any opportunities this week, grab it with both hands. Even if you've been in those pajamas for a week or whatever, right? Love you guys.